What if we're loved?
Welcome to your reading. We are going to start with a channeled message. Beloved one, do not rush to leave the cave, for your eyes have only just begun to see in the dark. You have not failed. You have ripened. The pain you carried was not punishment. It was prophecy. And now the old structures fall like leaves around you. Let them fall. You do not owe your past self anything but a blessing. Pour your wisdom into your work. Pour your love into the quiet. Pour your vision into your voice. You are ready, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Walk forward, not because you're fearless, but because your fear is no longer your ruler. It is your companion, gently watching as you open the next door. So I do have the cards that I pulled, and I also clarified them, and I'm also going to pull some oracle cards. I like to pray on the tarot that comes out, and we got pretty much an energy of a rite of passage. That's the energy that you are embodying now. That Three of Swords, where the heart has been carrying the burden of pain for centuries. These are, lifetime after lifetime and year after year and decade after decade and minute after minute, holding on to a lifetime and more of pain and suffering and heartbreak. You have taken the sword out of your own heart and you're cutting right through the past, the veil, the fog, and you're just not going to have indecisiveness anymore. It's the Seven of Cups upside down, illusion, delusion. You're coming out of that. You're coming out of the moon energy. I've got the moon here twice. And in the clarifying spread, it was upside down. So that means you're coming out of this, astrologically, this is a time of squares and, just how can I explain it? It's a time of disruption, globally and personally. And you've been going through it. And finally, Jupiter has changed signs. For the next year, we are graced with, we can breathe, we can relax. Things are coming unstuck. The Hangman, you're coming down from that tree now. You're coming out of this heartbreak and into your higher self of balance with the Temperance. You have taken on your higher self. You have literally taken the identity of your higher self. Now you have switched identities. You have shifted your mind. And that means that you have been, okay, let me pause. What that means is that you have been through challenge after challenge after challenge and kept going and kept showing up. So it just doing those things and facing those challenges has taught you boundaries, has taught you clarity, has taught you maturity, has taught you how to be these kings. It's almost like you have given up the teenage defensive. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been a really hard journey and it's been magnificently played. And it's just that eventually we all drop the facade and the masks and we come into our true nature, where we are able to drop our control and defenses and need to guard. And we can come from these little pages, these nights where we're giving our heart and our vulnerability and our time and our space and our attention to whoever is in front of us, to whatever matters to us instead of what matters to someone else. This is simply maturity. It is simply having experienced so much pain and heartbreak that we give up. The hermit has been our companion. We've had to go in for a long time inward to face what was so uncomfortable and almost impossible to face. But we faced it and we kept going and we keep going because we have a vision. And that vision is generational love, breaking curses of pain, birthing new worlds of love. I just kept looking underneath the deck and these cards keep showing up. This is the new generation of mental compassion and maturity and love. It's going to take your heart. Yes, I understand that there is miracles and abundance and exciting things coming in, but what's really happening here is your heart is breaking open. And you've been through, people call it karma or challenge or rites of passage, but it's brown and green and heavy and murky and painful and uncomfortable. And it's all of this beautiful, wonderful life because there's also, you know, tears and love and joy and excitement and laughter and all that in between it. But sometimes it can seem like there's no joy at all and we're all alone, and it can seem that way for a long time, and it can seem that there's no way out when we're in it, so we cannot really always get a hold on our higher self at those times. But you've been through that so many times. It's almost like, and this is the journey, it's almost like it can't affect you anymore. It's, you've been through it so many times, you're able to just kind of get above that chaos or whatever's in front of you going on in the mind or in that external world, and you're able to just sit tight. Take as long as you need in your pause. You're able to say no. You're able to not do what you don't want to do, although it hasn't been easy to come to that point. You're able to, yeah, literally, and it feels really uncomfortable at first for a long time when you're learning to only do what you want to do, what's good for you and healthy for your mind and for your life. And you live in that without a pause, without a doubt, without even a little compromise, because now the littlest compromise is going to hurt you so much, because your mission is to learn to respect and honor and love yourself. And you have thrown yourself under the bus so many times. You have neglected yourself so many times that it has worn you down to the point where you don't have the tolerance for that anymore. You cannot tolerate what is intolerable. It's a shift that happens of itself when we can't fight anymore. And it's such a beautiful thing to witness. I feel honored to be reading this spread because this energy is so much of an overcoming energy. It's so much of a heart opening. I mean, I just have the utmost respect for the ones who are here and taking this journey, because it is not all roses and butterflies. Yeah, it's quite the humbling path. I am sustained by the love of God. Put all your faith in the love of God within you. eternal, changeless, and forever unfailing. This is the answer to whatever confronts you today. So, what it's speaking to is that inside of you, if you have faith, let's say of a mustard seed, inside of you, there is all of that faith that would grow an oak tree. It all lives within you. You are sustained by the love of God within you. That means anything outside of you, you don't need. So it's really letting go of any needs except the love of you, of God, of your heart. And all needs are answered in that one moment because it's everything. Love is everything. And once we are in alignment with love, everything works. And that's the lesson. So we can even drop this whole spread and all come back to, is our heart open right now? Is our heart open? Are our shoulders dropped? And are our defenses down? Am I being vulnerable and open, or do I have a mask on? Yeah, you know, that's what you've been doing over and over and over and over again, and it has really, really paid off. It has really, really paid off. And still we're going through a lot of challenges, and yet you're going to start seeing miracles left and right. I need your faith. You need your faith to get that. Whoa. Playfulness is called for. I'm feeling my friend Erin Michelle. This is what she channels. Take life less seriously. And she'll always say, lighten it up. Well, the guides, Jesus, through her, will say, lighten up and remind us. And I just love that. I hope you're here. Put a comment if you are, Erin. And also, I spoke to my friend Netta. She reminded me that, so I'm going to do it. This was Netta's idea again. Please put in the comments, put a star in the comment and section below, and then I'm going to randomly pick one of you and pull a card at the end of the next reading. And yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm going to be doing more videos. I've been really praying for, this to be supported more, and I am receiving donations and support, and I want to grow the channel. So I feel really that it's guided, and I feel so excited and so grateful for those of you who have heard the call and have helped and to support it. And if you can't, that's okay too. And if you can, thank you so much. It's just Spirit's in charge of it, and it's been perfect and divinely timed. So I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, and when I do get there, that'll change some things for me as well. So if you like the video, please like it, but share it with anyone you think it might help as well. And I am available for coaching as well as private readings. So you are sustained by the love of God. Have the patience. Let's see. I got grief and patience. Let's see. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I think the biggest lesson for everyone around me that I've seen, and in myself, because I have everything I own in my car right now, and I'm just staying temporarily in places, but the people around me are having also to let go of a lot of things, and it's such a huge energy in so many people's life right now, learning to have to surrender. And by that I mean let go of what we thought was for us, even if we thought that it was from like God, or if we felt that it was morally and ethically that we had to do something. Like, these things are not allowed to be given to us anymore. We're having to let go of things we thought were gifts from God, and it's been a true humbling surrender. And so I think the angels are just saying that it's okay to still be in the grieving process. If you are, we're all going to be at different stages on this. But you can safely allow the grief. And there's also that you can allow the grief without suffering if you want to just witness it. But I feel it's important at first to really feel the feelings and to let yourself feel them. So you can see they're not going to break you. That's the whole point, is to feel everything all the way as long as it takes. And that's how you overcome it. Only when you're stuck do you have to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm letting the feeling go. And you'll know when it's time, because people will not listen to your stories anymore. They will have had enough. And all that means is that you're ready. You're ready to drop the story. It's been beautiful, and it's been a pathway to your healing. And you know that the heartbreak has been a pathway to your healing. And when you're finished grieving, you can let it go in your own time. It's really that beautiful. Divine timing is you deciding when you've had quite enough. So beautiful. All right, one more deck, and let me give it a shuffle. The soft energy, breathe. That's that yin energy. It's just receiving. It's not, there's going to be a lot of energy and miracles and good luck with Jupiter for a whole year, but you don't have to chase, and you won't chase anymore. No, not anymore. You will not be chasing. You are going to be open always to receive what is yours. You will know what is yours, and what's not yours will make itself obvious, because it will repel you, or you will be like it, it won't. Don't force anything. There's no need for that. What's yours will come to you. What isn't yours won't. So don't try to force it. That's a big lesson right now. Don't try to force it. Yep. Dropping the never ending story. Isn't that beautiful? Like, you have the power, because all it does is make you crazy. God, I've seen this energy so much over this past week, and we've moved to the other side of this energy, but it's, yeah, underneath this peace. So, I mean, I imagine it's still lingering for many of you. And honestly, I just had a few miracles today, but this morning was a very different story for me. So that is part of this. This square that's going on astrologically is that there's going to be a lot of energy that fluctuates like that. Like, I'm feeling so in tuned and aligned, and then there's going to be a deep, having to pause and do some forgiveness and healing, and just, it's not a big deal. It's just a flow of being moved forward in joy, and then having to look at something and let it pass through and stop. Yeah, I heard earlier today, what did I hear? Like, you're finally realizing you can be on your own time, your own schedule, your own way of living. It's not going to match the other people in the world. You are following the divine flow within you as you open up your heart to God's love, and really feel like the prayer to know God's love, to know that you're loved, to know how loved you are. Your prayer to know how loved you are is being answered, and your heart is just peeking open, like in the last reading. And now it's just going to keep opening and opening and opening. So that's what you have to look forward to. Those are the messages that I have for you, and I'll see you next time.
What if we're magnificent? Look deep